before I start. This is a game I already know how to play because I watched a YouTuber named Cub Scouts play it. Jay from the Cub Scouts. You should go check out his YouTube channel because I still love watching his 60 seconds video, but he stopped making them. And this game's like $4, so thought I'd buy it and I play it. This is a good game that I love to watch and play. I'm pretty sure I watched every single episode. Maybe. But yeah, I really love this game, and it was fun seeing him like do different challenges and whatnot. So in the long run, you might do a couple of those challenges too. It might be fun. You know, they probably will, most likely will be. But yeah, go check out his channel. Jay from the Cub Scouts. Well, just Cub Scouts. That's a Q. I'm sorry, KUBZSCOUT. Cub Scouts. It's a good channel. Go check it out. And there you go. Which means I already know how to play this game, but you know, thought I'd just play it on here. But I don't know if this game has any updates or anything. I'm not like an addict at this, like I know everything. There might be some things I just don't know. Well, if you don't freaking grab me. All of us made it into this shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. You remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. It's just barely enough water for everyone. We'll have to ration it strictly. I keep dreaming about those little things we did back in the day when there weren't as many bombs falling down not on our heads anyway. Fond memories are one thing, but we need to be ready for harsh reality that awaits us. Ted seems to be doing alright, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. Today's been fine for Dolores thus far. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Just to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. Ted seems to be in really good shape today. Dolores is in pretty good shape. Mary Jane is feeling excellent. Timmy is in good health and full of optimism. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? Yes. I wish we could just leave sitting down here with barely anything to do is driving us crazy. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Ted is really thirsty. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Horse will not last long without water. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Sorry, just give me a sec. This is a good day to go outside. Stretch a bit, get some fresh toxic air, maybe scavenge a thing or two. We sure could use some extra supplies. That's if we want to survive. Buzz is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. That little Lexi's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We need to find her something to drink. Fast. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water. Meow. I ain't getting nothing. It's so easy to escalate, so the arguments in close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting, and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we get over this soon. We're done fighting, but for how long? Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Mary Jane keeps fainting, but we really need to find her something to drink fast. Tim's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. We've been wondering what happened to Uncle Brian. He should have been far from where the bombs fell, but no one knows for sure. It would be great to find out. He always looked on the bright side of life, so maybe we should too. Maybe it's not easy. Say we didn't have a photo of him tucked away in one of the books at home. Oh, there he is. Of course you would be hungry. Friggin'. Of course you would be hungry. We knew it. We found the photo between the pages of our scout handbook. Those handbooks are really handy, that's for sure. Ted is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane's diet needs a little food. Timmy is no longer thirsty. She's on a diet. I don't know why I'm just doing that. Timmy's been sitting there just staring into space. Is something wrong? Maybe we get to have a little chat with him. Yes. Why not? We need haircuts. An hour or two may be enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Ted is hungry. Timmy should eat something. One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. Where does it lead? No idea, but let's find out. Let's brought some water back. While looking through the room with the flashlight, we ran into an old rifle that used to belong to Grandpa Bill. I believe he brought it back from Europe after the World War I. It seems to be in working order. Even though in his final years, Bill was more concerned with smoking life like a chimney and trying on his beret. We're glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland. Half of our local city has been destroyed, completely obliterated. The other half, however, looks promising, so we went in to investigate the ruins. Some of the surviving rooms were still maintenance closets, and the only thing inside was a bucket full of water with a mop standing on it. We managed to fill some bottles of water with the contents of that bucket. It does look a bit funny. We just hope it doesn't taste of soap or something worse. This last expedition got us thinking, maybe we could just drive far away from this nightmare. Somehow, of course, most of the atomic automobiles available are completely burnt out. But if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We better keep an eye out for those on future expeditions. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Where's water when Ted needs it? Timmy should eat something. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. We spilled some water. Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Mary Jane is starving. Better give her some food today or else. Dolores is really tired. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she would not last till morning. It looks like the area is still irritated. Going through the wasteland right now is unsafe, unless you don't mind getting sick. We're either going crazy or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects or worse. It's worse. There's those spiders, and not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. But I got to do something about them. You see, I really don't want to, because maybe it can create mutant Mary Jane, but I don't really remember all of it. She might become mutant. What if one of us gets hurt or something? You know, I guess we'll find out. We decided we can get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we underestimated their chance. They're really fast. All we did was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her some food today or else. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her some water. Fast. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Dolores needs more time to rest. She's exhausted. There's the one thing we need is water for Dolores. Timmy should eat something. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really bad. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in this condition could result in radiation sickness. Ted's condition is not the best, but we could take the risk. Wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. Too much a chance to get back. How big of a chance, though? It's difficult to keep track of the time down here, but at least remember it's Timmy's birthday. He's growing so fast. We should get him something every boy wants for his birthday. Is this? Which birthday is this again? Oh. Well, you gotta be a man now. Read that Boy Scout book. We don't know if Timmy is ever going to be old Boy Scout or through their pockets, but Scout hamburgers are a deadly spider-killing weapon in his capable hands. He's having fun. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might be end really badly. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We need to find her something to drink fast. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her some food today, or else. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Timmy's diets need food. It's today or never. Feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is choose the right person to go outside. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Dolores claims she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Dolores has not eaten. Bro, I just fed you. Bro, I just fed y'all. Nah. Now you gonna read it. I just fed you. At Dolores returned from that last expedition, she was complaining about a minor foot injury. Might have been her right foot or maybe her left foot. One of them anyways. It seems irrelevant at the time. And now both of our feet are swollen. We need to do something about it. Well? We didn't do anything about the infected wounds. After all, our ancestors could survive without all that fancy medicine. I should reach to the doctors. Dolores is looking more sickly though. Charlotte looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might really end badly. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Dolores got ill. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in. But we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety. And instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. I hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. We knew it. The government has not fallen and they're coming to save us. They didn't give us exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days and told us to await further instructions. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Where's water when Ted needs it? We can't just sit around while the Lord's so sick. Dolores need more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Dolores has something to drink sometime. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. Timmy's been talking about nothing other than water. You should drink some. Traitor alert! Timmy's salvage comic books are mostly harmless science fiction pulp. However, some of them don't feature the brave Astro Citizen program astronauts, but cosmonauts? The boy is ending up Soviet propaganda. What a disgrace. Should we banish him into the wasteland for his treacherous ways and dispose of the glamorous comments? No. If you get somebody else sick, I will kill you. occasionally allow Timmy to stay in and to display his actions. We believe in the power of rehabilitation and second chances. Also, we're running out of toilet paper and needs proof. We'll work on the books, we'll do nicely. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really bad. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. We can't just sit around while Dolores is so sick. Dolores complains she still can't get a night's sleep around here. Dolores will not survive without any water any longer. Yeah, very little about what was going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more. Maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. Radio could help with this. We were able to get a weak signal and tap. We were able to get a weak. I said signal. We were getting a weak. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside is mostly gone. It's much to the traffic on the surface now. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really bad. Dolores will not starve without water any longer. Dolores is barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Dolores is still quite ill. Dolores is still tired and can't seem to sleep at all. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to get him water now. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. The last time we went out on an expedition, we noticed an abandoned tank just sitting there and now open. It looks damaged, but maybe it contains useful supplies, so we send someone to investigate. Found ammo. Oh, we can find inside the ship was a red tank with some loose rounds of ammunition. We picked them all up. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Ted is no longer thirsty. Dolores is barely in her strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Dolores' health is not improved. Dolores is still tired and still can't sleep at all. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Ring ring, there we were. Thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again. But suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's the phone booth across from the street. So someone go and answer it? He died? How? When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the Scarlet. They introduced us to survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. He had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Meriton was supposed to be back in a few days. It's been too long. We've heard something bad has happened to her. She's dead too. Dolores is barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. You haven't done anything about Dolores' sickness. Dolores needs more time. Dolores, she seems exhausted. Timmy's diet is what? You feed them every 10 days. So I fed you last time. Well, you didn't die then. That's just bull junk. How do you go 10 days without food, but then you die without 7 days of food? The state of the wasteland remains unknown to us. Maybe we should risk it and go out. After all, you only live once. YOLO. I have a working radio. Why not use it? Maybe we'll be able to catch a broadcast or two. The end. Nothing, and nothing. We could hear nothing but the annoying static. Better luck next time. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Timmy fell sick. Dolores Bradley faced hunger. However, eating is a habit that is hard to shake off. She couldn't take it anymore. Surviving apocalypse is no easy task, but you can tell you that much. We spent 18 days in our shelter. No. I can't believe it. I failed. I failed. I failed. Well, I said first episode. 50 seconds reanimized. Reatomized, I think it's called, yeah. 60 seconds. Goodbye, peeps. You guys suck.